Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. Today we are playing Tech Giant. This is an Ezreal Nasus Slay deck with basically a ton of damaging spells and abilities from Piltover and a couple from Shurima. We don't have a ton from Shurima, but we have some pretty good synergy with Ezreal and with Nasus from both the two regions, between the kind of damaging spells and abilities and targeted spells and abilities. So let's go through this really quickly. We're just trying to basically include all of the damaging slay sort of abilities and spells from Piltover that we possibly can. So we got Thermogenic Beam, Mystic Shot, we have Aftershock, we have Gotcha, Static Shock. Yeah, and I guess that's about it. We're not including Get Excited in this deck because we don't have a ton of good discard fodder options in this deck. We don't really we don't have like a ton of card draw either, so limiting our hand with Get Excited just doesn't seem like a very good payoff in my opinion, so we're leaving that out of the deck. We got a couple from Shurima as well that help with Slay and targeted abilities like Siphoning Strike. And Spirit and Fire to a lesser degree. We're only including those. That doesn't help with the Ezreal level up, but it does help with the Slay procs. Alright, other things that we have in this deck, units specifically, we've got Doomkeeper for early game, Preservarium for card draw, Ruinous Path, it's a Slay sort of archetype card as well. If you slay a unit this round, drain 2 from the enemy nexus. So I mean, we get a little bit of burn damage with this. I'm only including 2 because it does have the condition that you have to have slain a unit that round, so we don't want it to be dead weight in our hand, especially if we had included 3 in the deck and had, 2 or 3 in our hand. We've got Merciless Hunter. This grants an enemy vulnerable, which works with Ezreal. Bakai Sandspinner, same thing. Rampaging Bakai, kind of the same thing. We're only including 2 Bakai Sandspinners and Rampaging Bakai. Again, the Rampaging Bakai, just like the Ruinous Path, has a condition attached to it, so we don't really want to have a ton of these conditions and units in our hands that we can't play, especially a 5-cost unit. So 2 seems good. And yeah, just Nasus bringing up the end. We had originally in the deck, you'll probably notice in the first video, I was testing out the Sanctum Conservator to see how good that would fit. It did not fit at all. We did not hardly ever activate it, so we took that out and included some other cards. Just a little bit too difficult to include this outside of something I think like a Freljord deck where we have included it before with Avalanches, Blighted Ravine, Ice Shard, that sort of thing. And yeah, so we took this out. This doesn't really fit the archetype. It's coming out a little bit too late, and it's actually pretty difficult in this deck style to activate its ability. So that's about it. I had a good time playing this deck. Pretty fun. Had some decent win success and a decent win rate against the popular meta decks. I go against quite a few of them, and I showcase them today in this video. I think we go against an aggro deck, we go against a Azir Irelia, and we go against a dragon deck. So you'll see all 3 of those. And we fared pretty decently against them. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Alright, we are going against a Teemo Jinx deck. Teemo Jinx. Badonkadonk. Let's get a Rampaging Bakai. I'm actually going to keep everything else. We want Thermogenic Beam just because he could potentially have a Teemo. I am going to use this here. I don't mind. I've got a second one. I like preventing damage. Ooh, that Spirit Fire is so good. I'm not playing anything. We'll let him do whatever he wants, and then we can react accordingly. Alright, that's fine. Let's pass. I'm not going to play this yet. He could have like a arena, whatever, a Battlecaster. I think I'd rather use this on the Battlecaster. Double Preservarium is kind of crappy. Okay, we're going to take this. Don't like it, but I am going to take it. And let's, I guess, put out Ezreal now.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
This Spirit Fire may just save us. Let's see if he's got Teemo. He could have a Teemo here. Jinx is also an alternative. What do we do if he plays Jinx? Do we go double Mystic Shot or do we go Thermogenic Beam? I think double Mystic Shot is probably the right play. Alright, if he wants to do that, that's fine. I didn't see what he discarded. Legion Rearguard. What are we on? So turn 5 is next turn, so I can actually use this. I think this is fine. Just need enough mana to play Spirit Fire. Oh, really? Okay. That is fine by me. That actually sets me up for a really nice Spirit Fire. So, is this an open attack then? It's gotta develop, right?
I love a taste of the action.
I mean, I think I gotta go for it. Unfortunately, but we have to. What's this guy even at? I mean, if I force out another, like... Alright, that's fine too. If I force out spells from him, I'm good with that.
Reporting in?
Okay, that's fine. So we kill 3 of these guys. I'm at 11 health. I'm relatively healthy here. And we're gonna go Ezreal.
Don't blink or you miss.
If we get like another... Get excited out of him to Ezreal instead of to face, that's a win as well. Because that's 2 cards. And we've got enough to stop him from hitting us as well. This is looking pretty good.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in. Firing.
We got Jinx finally. Nope, okay, that's good. That may have been the only thing there that could have stopped us. He goes Jinx, we go Bakai Sand Spinner. And we can use Thermogenic Beam on her as well. We have a lot better hands, so there it is. So yeah, you know what? I think it's worth doing. We're just going Thermogenic Beam here. It sucks that we gotta do the 8 mana. I just have to make sure that he can't level her up. So there it is. Whatever. We block this. Again, if he wants to trade like multiple cards into the Ezreal, I'm cool with that. Because I've got ways to take this guy out. And now I've got a second Ezreal, so... Alright, let's just open attack here. This puts a lot of pressure on him and the units that he can play, because I've got this known Mystic Shot in my hand. Yeah, okay. Should be close to leveling up here.
Charge. Won't find better this side of the sun.
Health. Level up the Ezreal. We're gonna put Preservarium down most likely. We still have a second Mystic Shot as well. And there's Nasus. 10-10 already. Awesome. Really good. What do we have for the Conservator? 8 of 13. So pretty close on that too, actually.
Just you and me, Fishbones. And them.
We stand in the footprints
This will
of
probably
paths
allow
long
him to
trodden.
level up. We gotta go like this. I wonder what this card is that he can't play it. Unless it's this, like a Get Excited. I don't really know what that card is that he has. Teemo maybe? It could be a Teemo? Like, I don't really know what that card is that he couldn't play it there. I mean, wouldn't you always play it to level up your unit? I don't know. Weird. Alright, we're going against Azir Irelia. Irelia, Azir, Shurima, Shadow Isles, Shurima, Ionia. We're getting rid of everything but Thermogenic Beam. If he puts down... I don't like gotcha here either. If he puts it down Sparring Student, we definitely trade into Sparring Student with the Thermogenic Beam. We like that. Yeah, well, we're gonna go like this too. Prevent 2 damage. I wish it'd been sparring shit, but what can you do? That's pretty good. I'm actually going to pass here.
The Yordle here's with me.
For this very reason. You cannot protect it. I mean, we do have the Nasus. Doomkeeper's pretty good.
Krabby.
That's my resting face.
We can't stop this, so we're just gonna play Preservarium right now. He puts down another card, if it's not,
The Emperor commands. The land
as long as it's not a
They'll never see us coming.
keep your distance.
as long as it's not a dancing droplet. We were going to play Doomkeeper there. That's a little late. I'm gonna pass here. I'm just gonna react to him. Double Thermogenic Beam is pretty good. We gotta go like this. I may have to resort to gotcha as well. If he's got Shapestone. Yeah, or anything else really. We gotta stop it. We still get card draw, so I mean, we do spend 8 mana, but we kill it, and we get the Nasus. This is not typical for Azir Irelia, so I think that's a waste of a card. Maybe he's only using one of those, but like, I'm not a big fan of Sandswept Tomb. I don't know about this, friend. I guess it's okay. I can block this one. I gotta take the 5 damage. We do have gotcha. That's good.
What do you call that technique?
What do you sense?
I think we have to play this right now. This is 4 damage. Okay.
Spiraled out.
It's annoying. I've got to kill this. We can trade like this mostly because this becomes a 10 power unit. So we are definitely going to block this and this. He's got some way to save it, then whatever, but more than likely he doesn't. We get the level up, and we probably just are going to open attack. He shouldn't be able to do anything at this point. He's got no units to use. Oh, I guess he could use the landmark for Homecoming. But he would need Homecoming, and maybe double Homecoming is the only hand that could possibly save him here. Because he's got to proc the Spell Shield.
This too shall end.
Alright, Sandswept Tomb, not a big fan of that. This is definitely not a typical Irelia Azir deck. Maybe they include that over the Inspiring Marshal as a 5-cost card, but yeah, not a super huge fan. I think it's too much tempo lost. Okay, we are going against a Shyvana, Aurelion Soul, and Zoe deck. 3 Doomkeepers, I think that's a little trolly to keep, to be honest. Could do a lot of damage, but I want to find Thermogenic Beam. We don't, but we get Mystic Shot. I guess a consolation. It's too bad we don't have the turn 1 action. Especially if he has Zoe here. But Thermogenic Beam is really what we want. If we don't get it, fine. There it is. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go with Dunekeeper here
Your
first.
commands, the land obeys.
If he has Zoe, okay, that's fine. We are just. Nah, do we want to do that? Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. I bought like the goat. We're gonna kill it. I think this is fine. He can't react. We get 4 damage here, and we've got a blocker. We still have Mystic Shot to deal with Zoe if they end up playing her. No, that's fine by me. We probably open attack here. I don't really see any reason not to. I'd rather use the Bakai Sand Spinner to grant the unit invulnerable. I mean, I think we just try to take out the Shyvana. I think we just try to take it out. He needs like a heal, guiding touch to save his unit. If we force out single combat from him, that's fine. Okay, that's fine too. Sharp side is fine. He can't really attack still because he dies. He has to use another buff on his unit. I don't really like that, to be honest. I don't like developing. Thermogenic Beam's pretty cool. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go like this now. I can use Static Shock in case he has something like, I don't know, he would need a buff and Concerted Strike to be able to kill the Bakai Sand Spinner now. And we may just pull in with, if he doesn't develop, we might just pull in with the Dunekeeper here.
Azir's command.
I'm gonna try for it. We still have Thermogenic Beam back up if we absolutely need to. Oh wow, he doesn't have anything. Wow, I wonder if we just go straight up face damage now with all of our spells.
I am more than I seem.
We might. We're gonna use Thermogenic Beam on the Shyvana. This could force out Concerted Strike. That would get him above. I don't know, I think he would have used it though, wouldn't he? That's okay. Doesn't really get value out of that. It still counts as a slay proc for me too. I don't know. Kind of weird.
Shining gifts from the sky.
That's problematic. I think we gotta put down the Rampaging Bakai here. We are pretty confident that he does not have... He could have like another single combat here or Concerted Strike once again, but I'm pretty confident that he doesn't have any more like buffs for his units. And I mean, he does heal a lot here, but now he's kind of limited. I don't know. He healed a lot. 10 damage is a lot to heal. Alright, but we've got Rampaging Bakai activated now though too. So if he has like another one, we get a pretty decent hit here. Wish I could find Nasus. Yeah, we go like this. Pretty much every time. This tells me he's got a dragon. It could be the Eclipse Dragon. We're going to take this out. We're going to try to take it out anyway. That's good value for us. Okay, he's down to 3, so don't think he's got the Eclipse Dragon. He may have Aurelian Soul. He's got a couple of cards in here that he hasn't played yet. We go for Static Shock, I think, first. We can follow that up if we absolutely need to with Spirit Fire. He's used quite a few of his buffs already. Let's use Ruinous Path. At the very least, this draws me another card, which could potentially be... We're going like this again. I can't allow him to develop his dragons and get draw. Alright, I'm taking the open attack because I want to kill Aurelion Soul if he's got it. Is the vulnerable grant an enemy vulnerable? I can't remember if this actually procs it or not. What is this doing? That was weird. Okay. We got there eventually. Yeah, I honestly can't remember if the Merciless Hunter procs it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I'm not gonna take the chance. It'd be better to know, but... Hey, there's Nasus. What is he at? He's at 9 of 10.
Tell me, what fate awaits the Bakai? Eternity is uncertain, but fate is mutable. I do love an audience.
We want him to develop a big card here.
Another day guarding the walls.
I think we play Mystic Shot. This allows us to take out the Aurelion Soul. In a block. Yeah, we're gonna end. Come on, give me Ezreal. Give me Ezreal. Come on, Ezreal, right here.
Now they'll pay attention.
This guy could have like a judgment. I need base damage. Let's go, Dune Keeper.
Desert by my side.
Be quiet!
Okay. We are at 12. Oh, it's not enough. We'll take this anyway. I think this is actually the right play. We can take out Aurelion Soul, and we have it like a buffer for Sharp Sight.
Something's wrong.
Alright, all I need now is... Well, not now.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna say some
that's a
face
pretty
damage,
sparkle
but
fly.
not now.
Hold still.
4. That's fine if you want that. We are one turn off of winning. Ooh, that's really good. daddy open attacks here. This guy can now withstand that. He needs... Well, we're going Nasus. Can't attack with the charger now.
But fate is mutable.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna find out if it...
Gonna find a gift for
He does. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't use that the first time. That would have sucked. We're gonna pull like this. This guy can block the fearsome and doesn't get a lot of value out of the overwhelm. So we're pulling with the fearsome because he can block the fearsome. We get more value hitting for face damage with the overwhelm unit, and then we've got static shock if he's got some way to deal with this. Got perfect amounts of mana here to... Well, I guess not. He needs a buff and judgment. Perfect amount to win. Guess I could have gone face damage as well. Oh well. We got the win. Face damage would have been safer for sure. Alright, cool. Made it. Barely got it. I'm glad we drew that second Nasus there. Yeah, mistake at the end for sure. Should have just gone face damage with the Mystic Shot. I guess there's always the possibility that he has like star shaping. So, I mean, at that point, it doesn't really matter. He's used 2 sharp sights or maybe 3. I can't remember if he used them all. He's used most of them at, you know. And so there's not a very big possibility of him having it. He could have Concerted Strike. He only used 1 of those. So, I mean, probably should have just gone face damage and dealt as much damage as I could directly to the Nexus.